Hi guys, Glenn Anderson here. So in today's video I just want to talk about one of the things I do which helps get me in the mood for training. So do you ever sometimes wake up in the morning and you're sometimes feeling a bit crappy really, or sometimes you're just not feeling it mentally up here or whatever, and you just think to yourself, look, today I just don't feel like going to the gym, I don't feel like training today. I find one of the things I do which helps me get in the mood for training is sometimes I wake up and I'll have a small meal before I train. I do this all the time. I never train on an empty stomach. I'll always have a small carbohydrate meal, just give me some energy. You don't want to have a meal that's too big because obviously you don't want to bloat yourself or anything like that, because then you won't be able to train or it'll make it difficult. So I just have a small meal, just some carbs, just to give me some energy, and then I'm ready to go. But what I'll do is I'll sit down and I'll put the telly on, and while I'm eating my meal, I will watch a strongman competition. It could be World's Strongest Man, or I'll watch Europe's Strongest Man, or Britain's Strongest Man, or Arnold Classic, something like that. I'll just sit there and have my meal and just watch a strongman competition, and I find that just watching the guys lift all the big weights, that just gets me fired up and just makes me want to go to the gym and train. Case in point, yesterday, if you've seen my videos, you'll see that I deadlifted 305 kilos or 672 pounds, which is a new personal best for me. And I'll tell you what I did in the run up to that. So I woke up in the morning and I weren't feeling too grand. My sleep was only about 6.5 hours. Normally I get about 7 or 8, but I hadn't slept too well. Woke up in the morning, I felt a bit, not terrible, but not great either. Maybe 60-70%, something like that. I weren't really great. Now I'd already planned to do this personal record prior to this day, so I knew that it was coming. So anyway, I went and made my meal, and then I watched the Strongman Classic, Arnold Classic from 2019, where they deadlift on the elephant bar. So I'm sitting there eating my food and watching this and all that, and seeing the guys lift all the big numbers. You had both Brian Shaw and 4 bucks pull over 1,000 pounds, and watching that just got me all fired up, made me want to train. And I went down there at the gym and I smashed it, and I did what I set out to do. I accomplished what I wanted to do. So I went out there, did my warm-ups, and then just like in the Arnold Classic where they get 3 attempts on the elephant bar, I did the same with my lift. I went out there, got the deadlift bar, did my warm-ups, and then my first attempt was 260 kilos or 573 pounds. Second attempt, I upped the ante and went for 285 kilos and 628, and that was okay. And then of course the final one, I went to 305 kilos or 672, and I did struggle a little bit, but I managed to fight to lock out, and I managed to get that weight in, so I was really pleased with that. So watching that Arnold Strongman Classic, watching them guys, that just, fired me up, just got me in the mood for lifting. And once I saw that and I'd had some food and some energy inside me, I was ready to go. And yeah, it was a really awesome day of lifting for me. So that's one of the things I use sometimes if I'm not feeling it. If I just sit there and watch whatever crap, or just sit there in silence, or sometimes, I'm not saying I'll have a bad workout, but I just find if I watch like strongman competitions or something like that, that'll just get me in the mood for training and stuff. So that's one of the things that I do. So anyway, that's it for today, and I'll have some more videos soon. I'm gonna put out the video that I did of the different attempts, because so far I've only put out the 305 kilo video, but I'm going to put a video out with all the other attempts as well, because when I did the 285 I did that perfectly with no hitch, so I knew that the 305 was going to be there. If I had have struggled with the 285, then I would have known that 305 wasn't going to be there, but the 285 come up nice and easy, barely a hitch. So based on the easiness of the 285 kilos, I knew that the 305 kilos was going to be there, so I went for it. And yeah, 305 was a bit of a struggle. I did hitch it a little bit because, as you can see from the video, I'm strong off the floor, but I'm weak at lockout, which is something that I need to start working on. But yeah, I say one of the things, to summarise, one of the things I do, if I'm not if I don't feel like going to the gym, I don't feel like training, I'll sit down, I'll watch an episode of World's Strongest Man or Britain's or Arnold Classic, whatever, you know, and I'll say that gets me fired up and ready to go. So anyway, thank you very much for watching the video, guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be going to put up some more videos soon. Okay, so that's all for now. Laters.